And a very good afternoon to you from one of my favourite grounds here in Essex, and a great venue it is too. It's the majestic Royal Oak ground here at Harwich Parkeston. This ground is well over 100 years old. They've been playing football here since the late 19th century. And although it's still it's a bit dilapidated quite now, as you can see from the stands and the seats and the pigeon mess in the stand, and that bit over there, you can see that little bit which is by the main road, that's standing area. It's been sealed off for a few years. It's a wonderful venue, this, full of amazing history, and it's well worth a visit if you've never been here. It's a long trip here, but it's definitely worth it, and I'm hoping it's worth it for the football as well this afternoon, because it's a big game for Harwich in this Essex and Suffolk Border League Premier Division game against Lawford lads, who were promoted last season along with Newbury Forest from the Division 1. But they've made also, like Newbury Forest, a very good start to the season. Not quite as good as Newbury, but the title winners of last season are currently third, and this is likely to be Harwich's stiffest test of the season so far, as Harwich having a wonderful season, unbeaten at the moment and top. I think it's by 3 points from Newbury Forest, so they're in a great position at the moment. Of course, they've had great days in the past, the glory days when they were an amateur side back in the early half of the 20th century, and getting to the Amateur Cup final as well at Wembley Stadium. And they were members of the Isthmian League until about 30 years ago. No, that ball's going loose there, and Lawford couldn't really make the most of that. So it's a goal kick to Harwich, but yeah, they dropped back into the Eastern Counties League in the early 80s with mixture of success, but unfortunately financial problems meant that 2 years ago they had to quit the league mid-season and end their long association with the league, so they've had to drop back down to Parks levels with the Essex and Suffolk Border League. But after last season, where they struggled for much of the season and were in danger of being relegated for quite some part of it, indeed I remember them losing 11-0 to Brighton Regent, but they got out of that, and actually this season they've had a wonderful season so far with Matt Carmichael, long-serving player. He's been here for quite a few years on and off, but under his stewardship they've done really well so far this season. They're pushing hard for the title. It doesn't look like they're going to be, if they do win the title, it doesn't look like they're going to go back to the Regions League for a while. They still haven't really got the money to make the step up again, but at least some good times are coming back to Royal Oak, and they still get decent crowds here. But they've got a tough test this afternoon. Lawford lads, who've got a new clubhouse and good new facilities at their own place, albeit it's not floodlit like this ground is, given its history, but it should be a very interesting game here and a real test for the leaders at the moment. So it's 3 minutes gone here. It's Harwich Parkeston 0, Lawford lads 0, and there'll be more updates throughout the afternoon here at the wonderful Royal Oak. And here are some images from this wonderful little ground. It's a good ball in. It's headed behind, so it's a corner for Lawford, who are managed by the ex-Harwich and Parkeston boss Richard Elms. Lawford making the short trip, relatively short trip across the Stour Valley to Harwich this afternoon. This might be a test of their own title ambitions. They're a little bit adrift of Newbury Forest and Harwich, but win here, they might be back in contention. Let's see what they can do from this effort. Oh, good effort, but looks like it's been ruled out for a foul. Keeper saved it anyway, so it remains here. Lawford lads, well, Harwich and Parkeston 0, Lawford lads 0, and we've had approximately 5 minutes in this game so far.